Hello, friends and families, and all of you who live with invisible disabilities, illness, and pain, or serve others as caregivers. Welcome to IDA's 18th Annual Evening with Invisible Disabilities and Awards Celebration, See the Invisible. We thank you for joining us virtually this evening, and we hope you enjoy the show. Now, please let me introduce you to our executive team, CEO and founder Wayne Cannell, and Executive Director and Vice President Jess Stainbrook.
Hey, Jess.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Invisible Disabilities Association, the evening with us and our awards ceremony. And we just want to remind you that, of course, this is a virtual event. And so, hey, sometimes technical things happen. If something happens on your end, just, restart and join us back in on the link that you've got there, that you're here now. If something happens on our end, we'll do our best to get everything back up to speed because all of this is live and you never know what's going to happen. So, but it should be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of neat awards going on and a great concert with Biff Gore here at the end. So take it away, Wayne.
Hey, thank you, Jess. Actually, I think we're having one of those chaos right now. I think our Facebook's having problems. So
oh dear.
We're trying to figure that out as we speak,
as
we get going. So yeah, we'll kind of get going here. So on behalf of Jess and myself and the board of directors, we want to welcome you this evening. If you're joining us via Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, or X, welcome. You can join in on the action directly at seetheinvisible.live. So let's go ahead and let's look at some of our champions that we're talking about. Oh, just a sec here. So, yes, technical. We could go in here, make sure everything's working fine. Great, we're going. All right. So I want to take some time and thank our sponsor champions this evening. A very special thank you to our platinum champion, Patrick Williams, and the team at PRK Williams Companies, including To the Rescue, Healthy Living Today, and Healthy Spaces. We at IDA are so excited to partner with PRK Williams in our Healthy Living Ideas initiative, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for believing in the mission of IDA. Your generosity is to be commended and so very much appreciated. And to our gold champion, a very special thank you to also. For over a decade of support for IDA, they are the go-to organization for Social Security disability insurance and VA appeals for veterans. Thank you so much. Also, we really appreciate it. Our IDA champions this year are so greatly appreciated. Thank you to Peter Hancock and the Professional Employment Group, to Steve Shapiro and Ogborn Mem team for another year of support and for believing in the great work of IDA. And finally, I want to thank my amazing wife, Sherry, who coined the phrase invisible disabilities back in 1996. She is my inspiration and the reason for the founding of IDA. For the past 30 years, we have loved and supported IDA and look forward to 30 more. Yeah, and finally, we couldn't do this without our media sponsor, making this evening's live event possible. Thank you, FSPN, for such a top-notch, world-class production. And thanks again to all of our sponsor champions. Okay, so once again, hey, welcome, everybody. Thrilled that you're here. Thank you for joining us this evening, live and worldwide. And now, here is our incredible host for the evening, longtime friend of IDA and four-chair turn on The Voice, the ambassador of soul, Biff Gore. Take it away, Biff.
Thank you so much. I'm Biff Gore, and I'll be your host for this evening. Let me tell you why IDA is so important to me. I have a daughter. My daughter is 23 years old, and she has been a person who suffered with an invisible disability for most of her life. And so I'm very passionate about what's happening. So let's get on with the show. And I want to introduce our first award recipient, Daniel C. Potts, MD, who has been selected to be the 2025 recipient of the Invisible Disabilities Association's Impact Award. He has been chosen because as a neurologist, a fellow of the American Academy of Neurology, and an author, he has made a significant positive impact on people living with invisible disabilities, particularly those with Alzheimer's disease and other dementias. Inspired by his father's journey with Alzheimer's and the unexpected artistic talent that emerged, Dan championed person-centered care and the expressive arts. Through his nonprofit Cognitive Dynamics, he strives to make these therapies widely available fostering empathy and understanding for individuals with cognitive impairments and their care partners. Dan's work helps highlight the remaining strengths and potential for a good quality of life, even in the face of those challenging conditions. Let's hear from Dr. Potts.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel C. Potts, and I'm a neurologist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And I want to express my deeply felt gratitude for having been selected as the 2025 Impact Award winner. This is such a high honor, and I am so grateful to everyone who played a part in this selection. I want to thank all of you, especially the Cannells and the board of the organization and everyone that's affiliated. I want to thank my family for the support they've given me through the years, my parents, both of whom had Alzheimer's disease. And I want to thank all of the patients and caregivers that I serve in my work currently at the Tuscaloosa VA Medical Center, but also as an advocate for people living with dementia of all sorts and their caregivers. So Dad, Lester Potts, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in about the year 2000. And Dad attended an adult day program called Caring Days, where he learned that he had a knack for watercolor art. And at a time when he was having difficulty expressing himself and telling his story and getting out his personhood, it was able to come out through the art. So people listened to Dad, they believed Dad, and they supported Dad as he expressed himself. So I learned so much from this. Even as a neurologist, I had not identified the early signs like I should have, and so I had not listened as well as I should have. But after Dad's experience, we started a foundation called Cognitive Dynamics, and through that foundation, a nonprofit, we offer expressive arts therapies and education to people living with dementia, their care partners, and also to students. Our Bringing Art to Life program is one that pairs students with people living with cognitive impairment so that those students can develop empathy and lessen stigma for people who are living with these disabilities. So I'm thankful, I'm inspired by this award, and I want to go out and do a better job of listening, believing, and supporting people living with disabilities like those that are supported by this organization. So thank you so much for this award, and may God bless all of you.
And God bless you too, Dr. Potts. And we want to thank you for your impact in bringing personhood and dignity to people suffering from dementias. Dr. Felix Liao has been selected to be the 2025 recipient of the Invisible Disability Association's Healthy Living Ideas Award. Dr. Liao has been chosen based upon his nationally recognized expertise in impaired mouth syndrome and holistic mouth solutions as a leading airway-centered mouth doctor. Also, as the inventor of Start Thriving Appliance, which is a registered trademark. He has led the way in the adoption of holistic mouth solutions as the answer to impaired mouth syndrome. Felix's passion and leadership as a thought leader and healthcare innovator, a best-selling author, and sought-after speaker has helped fundamentally transform the breathing wellness industry and provide the possibility of healthier lives for millions living with invisible disabilities and illnesses. Let's learn more from Dr. Liao.
Thank you, Invisible Disability Association. Thank you for building bridges and awareness. I have been on crutches. I've been wheeled through airports in chairs. I know what disability feels like, but thankfully that was just a temporary injury and I was not stuck for life. But I could imagine, and I did experience, what it's like to have painful disabilities that limit your ability to carry out normal daily functions. So I completely appreciate your mission, your purpose, and your agenda. I came through this path from teeth grinding. I already healed from my leg injuries, but imagine if you were to go through life with a choked airway that no one ever understands. Why you feel terrible in your mind, in your mouth, and in your body. Well, I got started in this journey from asking the question, why teeth grinding? As an engineer, I got to dental school and I thought teeth grinding just does not make any sense. Why would the body destroy the hardest tissue it has? Well, it would take 40 years to find the answer, the root cause answer. And so it turns out that teeth grinding is the result of the body trying to resuscitate itself from choked airway. So we now have a painless solution for this, and I'm happy to help solve this foundational problem for so many physical, mental, and dental issues for a lot of people as a result of wanting to know why teeth grinding. So the solution is simple, it's painless, and it's 100% patient driven. So thank you for this recognition, and I'm happy to contribute.
What an honor! Dr. Liao, what an honor it is to award you with this this fantastic achievement, and thank you for what you've done to contribute to science. Wayne Cannell, IDA's president and CEO, founded IDA in 1996 out of the desire to educate friends and family about his wife Sherry's debilitating illness. Wayne's background fueled his passion for helping people living with illness, pain, and disability. His experience includes that of a multitasking husband, caregiver with an extensive background in management, media, and technology. Wayne and Sherry have been married since 1994. They don't have any children because of Sherry's illness, but they do have two very loving and entertaining Nigerian dwarf goats, Java Latte and Toffee Mocha. Jess Stainbrook is IDA's executive director who joined IDA in 2018 as their first full-time employee. In addition to his experience in nonprofit management and marketing, Jess is probably most well known for his work in media and movies and has received 8 Emmy Awards and 29 nominations. Jess has dyslexia and grew up in a home with a father who lived with epilepsy. Jess and his wife Keena live in Colorado with their 3 daughters. Invisible illnesses have directly impacted their family. Take it away, Wayne and Jess.
Hey, thank you, Biff. Jess, I'm happy to share first.
Yeah, go ahead, Biff. Thanks so much. It's fun.
You're so welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Biff. So this year, our theme for IDA is See the Invisible. And what does See the Invisible mean? Well, it encourages a societal shift in how we perceive and interact with those who have disabilities that are invisible. The core message is really 3 actionable steps. This is what we want you to think about. Listen to truly hear and value the experiences of those living with invisible disabilities. Believe by validating their reality and refraining from judgment based upon outward appearances, and support by asking what help is needed to ensure they feel seen, valued, and less isolated. This collective effort aims to make the invisible know more, which is our vision statement, by fostering empathy and understanding. So let's talk a little bit about what we've been doing this past year. So in 2014, we launched around the world Invisible Disabilities Week, which is the 3rd full week in October. Today's the last day of Invisible Disabilities this year. It's our 11th anniversary of Invisible Disabilities Week. Over the past 11 years, we've had a host of governor proclamations from 20 different U.S. states. And in Colorado, where we're from, 11 years, every year, the governor's proclaimed Invisible Disabilities Week. So Jess, tell us about the IDA symbol that we see.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Wayne. Many of you know that, way back before COVID, even we had started with this idea of, people living with invisible disabilities being able to have a voluntary identifying symbol on a government ID or a driver's license. And that launched as our first legislation passed into law in the state of Alaska back in 2017. And since then, we've added Colorado, Utah, and the laws have passed there. And we've been in conversations with lots of other states like California, Ohio, Oregon, Illinois, New York. We've got some Alabama and Florida. And we're even talking at the national level as well of like a national ID with Canada. So there's quite a few things that we're so excited about, that vision of having the eye to eye becoming the symbol that represents people living with disabilities, along with the wheelchair symbol, and that icon for accessibility. So that's what's going on with that. The IDA logo, like I said, is becoming the universal symbol for disability. And our goal is that it would be easily recognized, right? So if you're wearing one of the lanyards and you see this around somebody's neck, hopefully the thing is that you would say is, how can I help, right? And the goal is really so that everybody recognizes what it's for and what it means, especially like first responders, law enforcement, medical personnel. We want it to be known in retail establishments, transportation, like if you're going through an airport or something, educational institutions, any place, for your friends and family and coworkers, and ultimately everybody across the globe. So we hope that the identification card will support you in living with illness, pain, or disability, especially if you're in need of help while you're out in public locations. And like I said, the cool thing about it is, if you need help, you wear the lanyard with the card on it. If you don't, you stick it in your pocket, right? So you still got it available. So that's the way that it's going. And, as of today, there's about 2,500 or more people that are utilizing these cards around the globe. So that's pretty cool. And then we've also launched into a medical ID with a partnership with Guava Health. And they're a really great group. And basically what it boils down to is that, medical responders, they often can't access medical records while they're in the field. If something happens to you, instead, they'll look for your wallet or at least some ID so that they can figure out what to do in an emergency right there and then, right? Well, using the QR code on the back of this, it opens up records that then they can make better decisions for life-saving information like medications, allergies, health conditions, emergency contacts and stuff like that. And the cool part about this card is that with the partnership with Guava Health, it actually allows you to access all of your digital medical records that you give permission for people to see. So you can go to a doctor's appointment and have all that stuff right there. So it's pretty cool. I mean, this is really neat to use with the Guava Health tracking app for all of your medical needs there. Well, Wayne, let's see. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how the Speaker Bureau is going this year?
Well, great. Thank you. Hey, I want to mention back on the Guava Health, I'll tell you what, I've got one of the cards myself. It's for anybody. I mean, it just gives you that information. The barcode's on the back. Don't even have to have a disability. It's for any age. What a cool thing to be able to have if something happens while you're out and about, and it can be in a wallet or purse or a kid's backpack. So kind of a cool thing. But yeah, so one of the things we love doing is sharing and presenting. I had an opportunity this year to present to the Girl Scouts of Ohio. That was to kind of talk to their leadership team and actually talk through about how invisible disabilities impacts the troops. And we're even talking about possibility of creating an invisible disability badge, merit badge that they can that the Girl Scouts could do some cool things for and earn the badge. We're looking forward to that. We also met with the great attorneys at Ogborn Mim here in Denver, and really talk about, they do a lot with brain injuries and those type of things, which a lot of times are very much invisible, right? Well, we continue to provide expert consulting to companies, educational institutions, government entities, organizations. Our speakers shed light on societal misunderstandings and biases towards invisible disabilities, emphasizing that appearances can be deceiving. For example, about 80% of the people who have a disability don't use an assistive device, so you wouldn't know what that is. So we're really trying to make it invisible no more. We also have discussions in the workplace that impact invisible disabilities and cover topics like reasonable accommodations, flexible scheduling, workstation adjustments, understanding the need for breaks, all tailored to support people with invisible disabilities. So just a great way to learn more. By the way, November's National Caregiving Month, October's National Disability Awareness Month. And so, hey, we're here to help your organization and your company just learn the difference. So thanks. That's awesome. But we couldn't do this without our partnerships, Jess. This is such a big part of what we do. And I really think about AATH. AATH is a longtime partner of ours. That's the Association for Applied and Therapeutic Humor. We're partnering with them on our Healthy Humor Ideas initiative. And by the way, IDEAS stands for Invisible Disabilities Education Awareness Support. And you'll see that a lot in our different programs that we have. Laughter is such a huge part of it. And healthy humor is humor that is therapeutic and affects positive change. Check out aath.org or healthyhumor.lol. How's that for a website? Yeah, we loved you to be part of it. Now I want to talk about ALSUP. ALSUP is our longest running partnership, who is leading the leading company nationwide providing Social Security disability insurance help. Applying for Social Security disability insurance, SSDI, can be a challenging and complex process, often requiring significant time and effort. ALSUP specializes in simplifying this process, offering unparalleled expertise and dedicated support to help individuals obtain the disability benefits they rightly deserve. They also do Social Security's Ticket to Work program, via VA appeals for veterans, and we just did a blog and podcast with them recently. And you can go to ssdi.myida.org to learn more. So we have a couple more partners we want to talk about. We want to talk about Rare Patient Voice. What an amazing organization. Rare Patient Voice connects patients and caregivers, those are the people that we support, with opportunities to participate in paid, yes, I said paid, surveys and interviews in online communities. Currently, participants can earn up to $120 per hour for qualified studies, anywhere up to that amount. Since their inception, Rare Patient Voice has proudly compensated patients with over $9 million for their contributions. And you can get started on our website or go to surveys.myida.org. If you follow us on social media, we'll often put up what the latest survey is about, so you can get signed up for that. Okay, so our final partnership we're talking about is a new one we're real excited about, and this is PRK Williams Companies. They're dedicated to improving lives. Their To the Rescue company is a comprehensive life services company committed to improving the lives of individuals, families, and organizations living with disabilities. Healthy Living Today is a place where health is the foundation for a fuller, more meaningful life. It is a great place for articles, products, resources that are chosen with care to help families, individuals, and communities feel supported on their path to well-being. And their Healthy Spaces provides advanced air cleaning technology with powerful plasma purification. It's cool stuff, offering both portable and whole home solutions. Here at Jess, we have our Cleaner Indoor Air program. We'll be working on our Healthy Living Ideas program, and this will all tie into that. We're real excited about that and to partner with PRK Williams Companies. So Jess, okay, we know, how do you put your 8 Emmys good to use here at IDA? Can you share about IDA's media?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, of course. In our Invisible Disabilities television is the place where we highlight incredible stories of, people's amazing courage, perseverance, inspiration. We've got our Invisible and Courage podcast show. And then we've got what we're doing tonight, the annual evening with Visible Disabilities and the awards celebration. So all that stuff is really fun. You can learn from the top experts via our IDEAS program. And if you remember what Wayne said, IDEAS, IDEAS, stands for Invisible Disabilities Education, Awareness, and Support. So we've got a variety of programming on, brain activity, relationships, healthy humor, healthy living, and more. So there's over 275 videos, with more being produced every day. You can see all of them on IDA's YouTube channel at ida.tv, or you can go to youtube.com/@Invisible Disabilities, and that will pull up that stuff immediately. And then, of course, we've got our, the podcast listeners. We launched this year the Invisible Disabilities Network. So you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify for both video and audio, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, YouTube Music, and videos on YouTube. And you can learn more about this at ida.fm or the Invisible Disabilities Network, invisibledisabilities.network, right? Those are the links. They have new link endings so that you can dial into them more easily. And then we've got a bunch of our other shows that are on ida.fm and ida.tv. The Invisible and Courage show we talked about is a podcast where we talk to all kinds of folks about everything, people living with various invisible disabilities. We've got our Love Ideas programming on relationships, which is really awesome. The Brain Ideas, which is about the brain and Neuro Invisible. Healthy Humor Ideas. And all of these podcasts are also on the blogs so that you could read about those at blogs.myida.org. So a lot of information there. Again, you can always go to our website and all this stuff is easily, searchable there. Well, Wayne, we know our ambassadors are kind of amazing. Why don't you fill us in on those guys?
Well, yeah, thanks, Jess. We're so blessed by our incredible ambassadors. They just really, they provide a voice for so many living with invisible disabilities, pain and chronic illness around the globe. They share their stories and journeys via their platforms. They have amazing bios that are up on the invisibledisabilities.org website. They create incredible positive impacts. Their volunteership is to be modeled and their passion provides strength. We want to thank our newest ambassadors, Isabella, Mathania, and Emily. And of course, I don't want to forget to thank our other ones, Ariane, Dr. Lily Bree, Kennedy, Justin, Katie, Jessica, Kimberly, Lauren, Lava, Maya, Melissa, Shay, Sue, Tim, and Valerie Rose. Make sure to check out their stories on our website and connect with them on social media. And of course, Jess, we don't want to forget our incredible walk and roll, the Invisible Disabilities Walk and Roll. This past May was our 3rd annual. It's a great way to get involved. It's for the whole month of May. It supports the organization. It's all around the globe. You do it at your own home. You will be walking and rolling and running and biking and skating and rollerblading and pelotoning and whatever else you can think of. But really, it helps a great way to get together with teams and support each other and support the organization. Wow, Jess, we have a lot going on at IDA, which is why tonight is a great time to support us. And you can give at seetheinvisible.live or text IDA 25 to 33100. It's just a great, easy way to do it. Hey, Biff, do we have some more awards?
I believe so. And here we go. This award is amazing, and it's the award is amazing, and so is the award recipient, LaFawn Biddle. And I think she's on with us live tonight. LaFawn Biddle has been selected to be the 2025 recipient of the Invisible Disabilities Association's first ever Legacy Award. I'm so excited to announce this one. LaFawn has been chosen based upon her decade of unwavering support for IDA, which has left an indelible mark on the disability community. Her incredible generosity has significantly advanced IDA's mission of encouraging, educating, and connecting people and organizations worldwide. LaFawn's help has provided vital resources and advocacy for people living with invisible disabilities in Colorado, nationwide, and around the globe. IDA has been able to further change the way the world sees disabilities because of her. LaFawn is truly leaving a legacy on so many organizations, and especially here at IDA. By the way, LaFawn celebrated her 100th birthday this past March.
There was no history of hearing loss in my family or my husband's family. So we had testing done and learned that each of us carried a recessive gene that became dominant in our children. And then we lived here in Denver where help was available, the Marion Down Center, and the girls had help from the very beginning, and they both have thrived as adults. I guess it started out when I joined Friends of Nursing. I was a charter member, and they provided scholarships for young people who wanted to become nurses. And that meant a lot to me. And as I was active in that group, I began to meet people in other groups that were important to the society, and so I got interested in several, and it made my life so meaningful. When my daughter was 3, my first daughter, I have 2, when she was 3, I thought I'd like to go back to work. I had been with a radio station for 10 years, and my husband didn't want me to go back to work. He wanted me to be a stay-at-home mom. So that's when I began to meet people who were involved in the organizations that seemed important to me, and I've met many friends that way. It's important that other people learn about all of the service that's being done by IDA.
So what does it mean to you to have a legacy award?
It means a lot that I can leave my family to. I am so grateful for this honor.
Wow, Biff, LaFawn has been such a great friend of Ida and has been a leading force in allowing Ida to change the way the world sees disabilities and allowing us to see the invisible by listening, believing, and supporting. We are so excited, Biff, to have you co-hosting with me this year. You know, you're such a fun friend of Ida, and I love it. We're looking forward to your concert later this evening. So would you mind performing a song for us right now? I know you got your guitar always with you.
I would be honored to do so. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me, we are not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride if I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you don't let show. Lean on me, we are not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long, I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need invisible disabilities to lean on. Lean on, lean on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend, I'll help you carry on, for said it won't be long, I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
Oh man, Biff. Yeah, man. You are truly the ambassador of soul, and I so appreciate you, Biff.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, Wayne. Now to our next award, Robin Phoenix Johnson has been selected to be the 2025 recipient of the Invisible Disabilities Association's Healthy Humor Ideas Award. Robin has been chosen because, as a certified humor professional and combat veteran, she champions the use of healthy humor as a vital tool for mental fitness for individuals living with invisible disabilities. Through her organization, Hilarious, get it? Hilarious. Robin develops therapeutic humor programs and workshops. These programs use comedy and joke writing to change unhealthy thought patterns and build resilience. Her work highlights how humor also builds trust, improves communication, and increases empathy in healthcare and high-stress environments. Additionally, as a veteran fellow of the Hoover Institution at Stanford University, Robin's research on humor's impact is on performance, which helps inform policy recommendations for suicide prevention and mental health treatment. Here is Robin in her own words.
Good evening. When the board of directors told me that I only had 2 minutes to give my acceptance speech, I was panicked. But then I remembered a lot can happen in 2 minutes. I have 2 kids to prove it. I'd like to thank the Invisible Disabilities Association for this recognition. I am deeply honored that you would consider Hilarious as the Healthy Humor Ideas Award recipient this year. When I first started working on Hilarious, a program to help people shape their negative thought patterns into positive, to reframe their cognitive distortions, to help heal their hurt and depression, I never thought I would end up here. This award is not just for me. It's for all the champions, the veterans, the advocates, those of you who focus on making the invisible visible. Thank you for believing that no matter how we're trying to succeed in life, whether it's in combat, as a mom, or just a human being trying to get through the day-to-day struggle, that we can use humor, we can leverage it, not to erase our challenges, but to help us face them with courage and resilience. I'd like to thank the Association for Applied Therapeutic Humor and all those colleagues that support me in this pursuit. That humor absolutely is a superpower. Thank you.
What an honor. Robin, laughter is definitely the best medicine. And I want to thank you first and foremost for your service to our country and how you have made an impact on humor and helping people to live healthy lives in a mental health space. And now for our next award. Uniper has been selected to be the 2025 recipient for the Invisible Disabilities Association's Innovation Award. Uniper has been chosen because of their innovative way of supporting individuals living with invisible disabilities, particularly older adults, by combating social isolation and promoting overall well-being. Their accessible platform, available via TV, tablet, and mobile, offers live and interactive programs including fitness, cognitive training, and peer groups. This technology empowers users to connect with the community, assess remote healthcare, and engage in activities from the comfort of their homes, addressing the unique challenges posed by invisible conditions like chronic pain, mental health conditions, and mobility issues. By prioritizing ease of use and fostering social engagement, Uniper helps improve emotional well-being and reduce the impact of loneliness for those with invisible disabilities. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hi everyone, my name is Chrissy Nappy and I am the VP of Marketing and Sales for Uniper Care. And on behalf of the entire Uniper team, I want to express our heartfelt gratitude to the Invisible Disabilities Association for this tremendous honor. To be recognized with the 2025 Innovation Award is both humbling and inspiring. At Uniper, our mission has always been simple, yet deeply, deeply personal. to help people live connected, independent, and joyful lives, all from the comfort and safety of home. And we know that disability and aging can sometimes bring with it isolation, barriers, and silence into people's homes. But we also know that with the right support, technology, and innovation, we can replace that silence with community, with connection, and with care. Our journey began with a belief that a simple, familiar device like the television could be transformed into a lifeline. And today, Uniper brings together thousands of older adults and individuals with disabilities across the country. Through our live classes, our health programs, and the social connection component, we're not just delivering services, but we're building belonging, and we're building community and acceptance. And this award is not only a recognition of innovation, but it's a reminder of why we do this work each and every day. Every story we hear from a member who feels less alone, less isolated. Every smile we see come across the TV screen, every family member that reaches out to say what a huge difference and impact Uniper has made in the lives of their loved ones. That is what fuels us, and that is what drives us forward. We are so grateful to our partners. I'm so deeply grateful to our dedicated team, but most importantly, I'm so grateful for our members, the ones who inspire us every single day, just like Sandy Halprin. And thank you so much to Invisible Disabilities, to Wayne and to Sherry. We are so grateful and we are so proud to stand alongside you in breaking down barriers and creating a world in which no one feels invisible and everyone has a place to feel safe, to feel seen, and to feel heard. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts, from the Uniper team. We are so grateful for this honor. And again, so grateful for the work that all of you are doing.
Uniper, thank you so much for this cool innovation. And I just want to, I feel like I need to say thank you so much for creating a space for people to belong. And without that human touch, I really do think that people suffer more. Our next recipient, Sandy Halprin, has been selected to be the 2025 recipient of the Invisible Disabilities Association's Invisible No More Perseverance Award. He has been chosen because while facing an early onset Alzheimer's diagnosis in 2010, he met the challenges of dementia with remarkable perseverance, as evidenced by his continued advocacy and public speaking engagements even after his diagnosis. Sandy's personal journey profoundly informed his co-authorship of Becoming an Activated Patient, empowering others to navigate healthcare, and fueled his volunteer work as an advisor with the Early Stage Alzheimer's Advisory Group of the National Alzheimer's Association, where he shared his lived experience. Despite the progressive nature of the disease, Sandy's dedication to raising awareness and supporting others demonstrates an unwavering commitment and perseverance to living meaningfully and helping those similarly affected. Let's learn from Sandy himself.
I'd like to thank Wayne and Sherry Cannell for me receiving the Perseverance Award from the Invisible Disabilities Association this year. This means the world to me, but it just isn't about me. It's about the millions of other people who are living with invisible disabilities. I became aware of the Invisible Disabilities Association during my advocacy, working with those living with dementia on LinkedIn back in about 2013. And I became aware of the Invisible Disabilities Association back in about 1995. I was writing a book called Cut Off My Arm So You Can See. And shortly after that, Wayne was writing a book, But You Look Good. He and his wife wrote that book. And from that point, we sort of joined together and had a mutual understanding about what it is like living with an invisible disability, as I am with my health challenges. It was a total surprise to me that I got this Perseverance Award. Wayne, after our conversation on Zoom, about a week later, I received a letter from him with the honor that I was receiving the Invisible Disabilities Association Perseverance Award for this coming year. The challenges that I face in living with a lot of difficult health challenges, including my dementia, is that when people would look at me, regardless of whatever health challenge it was or is, they would say, "But you look good," or "It doesn't look like you have dementia." And that was difficult for me to emotionally handle. But again, it's not just about me. It's about the many millions of others who face that same emotional issue when they're told that they look good. With the health challenges that I was facing back about 7, 8 years ago, I stopped my advocacy for dementia and really those living with other health challenges in some ways, because it was difficult for me with my memory and those other health challenges for me to continue to go out speaking and advocate, although my heart was still with those that are living with dementia and other health challenges, particularly, again, as we're speaking now, those with invisible disabilities. The advice that I would give to others that are living with invisible disabilities, this is a difficult question to answer because it's emotionally challenging when you have a invisible disability, a health challenge that others can't see. And when you try to explain to them that you have a medical problem, and then you will hear back from them, but you look good, you sound good, but it doesn't look like you have this medical problem, that's emotionally tolling. That's difficult. And my heart goes out to those living with the invisible disabilities around the world when they're not understood, not just by friends and family, but even sometimes healthcare providers. Though it's difficult to give advice here, is to try to live in the moment, to try to be within oneself, to try not to worry about what others are saying or thinking about you, or them if they try to negate your illness in some ways. In many ways, these people that are saying these things, they're probably saying them out of the goodness of their heart to make you feel good. But on the other hand, although they're trying to make you feel good, on the inside, it hasn't made me feel good when I've been negated with some of my health challenges. I'd like to extend my appreciation to my wife and my children and extended family for all of the support that they provided to me through the years, and right up to this day now, how they've been there for me in understanding the challenges that I face physically every day. And my heart goes out to them. Being 75 and having endured a whole slew of health challenges through my life, right now I'm holding the baton with the Invisible Disabilities Association to help them and to help others living with invisible disabilities anywhere around the world. The Invisible Disabilities Association has given me some emotional strength as I go forward with my life now, living with my health challenges and dementia, to best cope and deal with these challenges and not worrying about what other people are saying. And I'm thankful to the Invisible Disabilities Association, to Wayne and Sherry, and those involved with the association for all that they do in their advocacy and working with others around the world living with invisible disabilities.
Wow, how amazing was that, Biff? You know, Sandy is so inspirational, and he's become a great friend of Ida's and of mine. And I want to say, hey, Sandy, you want to say a shout out because I know he's watching this with his family. And so, wow. And what's interesting, most people don't know, is his invisible disabilities is not just his dementia. He's been living with him all his life, a whole bunch of different ones that he deals with on a regular basis. And I just so appreciate his friendship.
And as many of you know tonight, living with an invisible disability oftentimes can be very difficult.
Yeah, you know, I agree, Biff. You know, I'm so moved by these amazing award recipients and their incredible stories. It really is time to see the invisible. It's time for us to listen, to believe, to support. You know, these annual events are about honoring, inspiring people, as you have seen, with more to come. They are also where we raise the much needed funds to keep IDA going year after year. This is our big fundraiser each year.
So, Wayne, I want you to do me a big favor. Can you tell me about your book that you wrote with your wife, Sherry, But You Look Good?
Well, what was amazing to me is, you know, I'll get into a little bit of the history of the book, but Sandy has a copy of the book, and his copy of the book is highlighted and has sticky note tabs in it. So just amazing to see where it's gone. But It all started back in 1998. We launched the organization in 96. In 98, we wrote the book called Helpful Hints. We took some of Sherry's writings. Helpful Hints was a guide to understanding, supporting, and encouraging people with chronic debilitating illness. You can see a couple of the original covers here. Over the years, we updated the content and changed the name to But You Look Good, a guide to understanding and encouraging people with chronic debilitating illness and pain. And we kept updating, and I kept shipping them all over the world, printed mainly at Office Depot. But what was amazing is in 2014, we finally launched on Amazon and Kindle with this cover designed by my brother Wes, and I got a copy of the picture right here too. The picture, this picture is Sherry when she was a model before she became sick, and if you can see by the picture there, now you know why people would say to her, "Well, but you look good," Really, I mean, she does look good. And although we know that the phrase is used to disregard somebody's story, though, of living with invisible disability, they're not really giving her a compliment. They're disregarding what she just shared. We've sent about 35,000 copies of this over the years since 1998. But what's really, really, really exciting, we want to announce tonight here that we're going to be launching the 25th anniversary edition of the book. We've updated it. We're updating the book, and it's going to have stories, 25 of them from our incredible award recipients over the years, including comedians Wayne Brady and Matt Eisman, athletes Amy Van Dyke and Ruin and Diane Van Daren, news anchor Bob Woodruff, business leader and founder of Remax Dave Liniger, and many, many more. We're going to be releasing the book in early 2026. We're offering a pre-ordered autograph version and private online release party for any donation of $100 or more. And I believe on the seetheinvisible.org, there's actually a button you can click right now for $100 on there. Or if you want to give more, we'll reach out with more details on the release date and the release party lineup of special guests. So you can donate for the book, $100 or more, give.seetheinvisible.live or text IDA to 33100, or you can just scan the QR code here. Any donation of $100 or more for this anniversary edition. It's going to be a totally incredible book. So so excited to do the release of the new edition.
I'm really excited about it, and I am looking forward to being a part of the pre-release party.
Awesome, man! Yeah, Biff, we'd love to have you come do some songs at the pre-release party.
I might even do some special dance moves.
Oh, now, cool. Hey, they don't call you ambassador of soul for nothing, right?
That's right. That's right. I'll do my high kick too. Now for some more awards, Nicole Pedra has been selected to be the 2025 recipient of the Invisible Disability Association's But You Look Good Inspiration Award. She has been chosen because as a model, actress, and advocate, she has bravely shared her journey with multiple sclerosis and other invisible disabilities. Diagnosed at age 10, Nicole kept her illness private for 2 decades before openly sharing her experiences. Her story inspires others by demonstrating resilience, fostering community, and offering hope and guidance for those facing similar challenges.
Hi, my name is Nicole Pedra, and I am so grateful to be the recipient of But You Look So Good Inspiration Award. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis when I was 10 years old. I've been living with the disease for 27 years now, and at the onset of my illness, I had Bell's palsy in my face. I had transverse paralysis, so I couldn't walk. I was in a wheelchair, a walker, and a cane. I couldn't feed myself. I had the revolving doors of doctors coming in because they really didn't know what was going on. And that was extremely isolating. Back in 1998, chronic illness and mental health was not really accepted. People didn't really or weren't able to comprehend the fact that people were in pain, struggling, and they couldn't see it. So I had a lot of shame around having the disease. I really hated my body, and at some point, 22 years later, something switched in my mind, and I realized that everything that I was missing as a kid, I could give to somebody else. There was no one out there who I could see that was like me. We have had such an increase in the need for visibility, and it just is so important to me and means the world that I'm able to actually help others with my story. You know, hearing things like, you look so good, but you don't look sick. Are you sure it's not just anxiety? You should try X, Y, and Z. Whether people mean it in a nice way or not, it can still be really insulting to us. It dismisses the feelings that we're having. And, you know, I have an invisible illness or an invisible disability, but I feel invisible because people can't see what I'm experiencing, and then they don't really accept it. So I am so grateful to be receiving this award and to be recognized, because this is something that means the world to me. And the fact that I am able to help others with my experience is something I never thought I could do. I really turned my pain into my passion, and I'm so grateful and thankful for you all. Love you.
Wow. Thank you, Nicole. You are truly inspiring. And I heard a little birdie whispered in my ear that you just might be in the 25th edition. I am now so excited to present our final award to Connor DeWolf. You guys are in for a treat. Connor DeWolf has been selected to be the 2025 recipient of the Invisible Disabilities Association's first ever Neuro Invisible Award. He has been chosen because of his exceptional work as an online content creator and actor. Connor shares valuable insights into what it's like to live with a neuro-invisible condition, specifically ADHD. And through his relatable and often humorous videos, Connor illuminates the daily experiences, challenges, and unique strengths that come with being neuro-invisible. His poignant content helps others who are neuro-invisible feel understood and validated, fostering a sense of community and reducing feelings of isolation. Connor's creative work has a positive impact by raising awareness, destigmatizing neuro-invisible conditions, and empowering individuals to embrace their unique way of thinking. Connor, you are so well deserving of our first Neuro Invisible Award.
Hello everyone, I'm Connor DeWolf, and I am incredibly honored to accept the Neuro Invisible Award from the Invisible Disabilities Association. Thank you guys for seeing the people that are so often overlooked. Your work is truly changing lives. I got diagnosed with ADHD when I was 14, and for a long time it felt like everyone else got the instruction manual. Homework, note-taking, studying, things that seemed effortless to my classmates took me twice the energy. And never speaking up about my struggles, I masked my symptoms, carried the blame, and judged myself. In 2021, I had a random idea in the shower, and I made a video highlighting the aspects of my ADHD that I had always seen as a superpower. And it went viral.
Teachers emailed us saying you're not doing your homework. What have you been doing? Yeah, my brain wants to draw instead. Holy I didn't know you could draw. When did you learn that? 2 weeks ago after I stopped customizing the shoes. And when did you start doing that? It was probably like a month ago after the Rubik's Cube phase. How did you learn all these things so fast? I don't know, I just follow the dopamine.
4 years, thousands of silly videos, and a million "this is relatable" comments later, an unforeseen, amazing community grew. I found my people.
Yeah, pretty much all my motivation comes from external guilt and pressure. I feel like that's not healthy. Oh, definitely not.
It is so funny how you never remember that you told me to call you a couple times a month and tell you I was coming over in like 30 minutes so you'd anxiously clean your entire apartment.
Oh, that's right. I am a genius.
I am so confused.
Diane blew a fuse.
Did you clean your room? Yeah, I couldn't bring my new Lego set into a dirty room.
You know, I was just thinking about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's movies are basically just like longer what if episodes now.
How did you learn all of these things?
I don't know, I just follow the dopamine. I am honored to be able to contribute to the online discussion on neurodiversity and mental health. It leads to greater awareness and a growing support system. So keep the discussions alive, and remember, you are not alone and you are not broken. You are valued, you belong, and you deserve support without apology. Let's keep turning isolation into community and stigma into understanding. Thank you so much.
Wow, man, that was just incredible. Connor's just amazing, and what an impact on the neuroinvisible world. And we're so excited at Invisible Disabilities to provide him the first ever award this year for that. But we're also excited to have Biff join us again this year. Biff has just been amazing as a host. And we are so looking forward to enjoying some smooth sounds. He'll be right back in a few. So absolutely incredible. Congratulations, all those amazing superlatives. Again, to all of our award recipients. Remember, you can continue to give. You can still sign up for the book, get the pre-release copy. You know, you're going to get a special invitation to the pre-release online event. Just go to your phone. You can just text IDA 25 to 33100. So just go 33100 and type in IDA 25, or you can donate right here online at give.seetheinvisible.live. Well, you know, we love all of you. Remember to see the invisible. Take time to listen. Really believe what is shared and support if needed, right? Sometimes just the believing and the listening is the support that people need. You know, they just want somebody to validate what they're going through, not to disregard them. Now let's join the ambassador of soul, Biff Gore, as he shows some love for some great R&B classics.
Good evening, folks, and thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Biff Gore, the ambassador of soul, and I'm here for IDA, and I really appreciate them and all the work that they're doing to bring attention to invisible disabilities. And so sit back, enjoy yourself. God bless you. I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, just like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Whoa. Yes, it will. It's been too hard living. I'm not afraid to die, 'cause I know it's out there, yeah, beyond the sky. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. I go to the movies and I go downtown. Somebody keep telling me don't hang around. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Whoa, yes it will. Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, brother, can you help me please? But he winds up knocking me. I was right back down on my knees. Oh, ooh. There were times when I thought I couldn't last long. Now I know I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know yes it will. Then I go to my mother. Now say, mama, mama, can you help me, please? But she winds up knocking me. I was right back down on my knees. Ooh, there were times when I thought I couldn't last for long. Now I know I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. Yes it will. Oh, yes it will. Yes it will. Oh, yes it will. Yes it will. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time where she gone. Wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house ain't no home anytime she goes away. And I don't know, I don't know. Hey, all the little young things alone. 'Cause ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ooh, it's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Wonder if she don't stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. House ain't no home anytime she goes away. And I know. Hey, all the little young things alone. 'Cause ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Ooh. can feel her heartbeat from 1,000 miles, and my heavens open up every time she smiles. And when I come to her, that's where I belong. Yes, I'm running to her, like a river song. She give me love, 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 crazy love. Give me love, 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 crazy love. Got a fine sense of humor when I feel low down. And when I come to her, when the sun goes down, she take away my troubles, she takes away my grief. Oh, oh, oh. Take away my heartache and she put me right to sleep. She give me love, 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 crazy love. Give me love, 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 crazy love. Yes, I need her in the daytime. Yes, I need her tonight. You know I wanna throw my arms around her. I'm gonna kiss her and hug her and hold her so tight. When I'm returning, from so far away, she give me some sweet, sweet loving, brighten up my day. Yes, she makes me righteous. No, she make me whole. Oh, oh. Yes, she makes me mellow down in my soul. Give me love, 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 crazy love. Give me love, 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 crazy love. One more time, she give me love. Ooh, 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 ooh. She gives me love. Crazy love. I said crazy. Oh, love. Yeah, crazy love. Oh, her eyes make stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, I tell her every day. I know, when I compliment her, she won't believe me. It's so sad to think she don't see what I see. Every time she asks me, do I look okay? I say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she'd let me. Her laugh, she hates, but I think it's so sexy. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Oh, you know, I never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're searching for, then just stay the same. Even bother asking if you look okay. You know I'll say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I amazing, just the way you are. Ooh, when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. The way you are. Ooh, the way that you are. Girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. When I see your face, ooh, it's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, oh, whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause you're amazing, oh, just the way you are. Ooh, way you are, just the way you are. 'Cause you're amazing, I love you just the way you are. It's undeniable that we should be together. It's unbelievable how I used to say that I'd fall never. The basis is need to know if you don't know how I feel. Let me show you now that I'm for real. If all the things in time will reveal. Ooh, one, you're like a dream come true. Two, just wanna be with you. Three, girl, it's plain to see you're the only one for me. And four, step 1 through 3, I make you fall in love with me. Ever I believe my work is done, then I started back at 1. It's so incredible the way things work themselves out, and all emotional. Once you know what it's all about, and undesirable for us to be apart. I never would have made it very far. You know you got the keys to my heart. One, you're like a dream come true. Two, just wanna be with you. Girl, it's plain to see you're the only one for me. And four, repeat steps 1 through 3. 5, make you fall in love with me. Ever I believe my work is done, then I started back and say farewell to the dark of night. I see the coming of the sun. I feel just like a little child whose life has just begun. You came and brought new life into this lonely heart of mine. You threw out the lifeline just in the nick of time. And I said, 1, you're like a dream come true. 2, just wanna be with you. 3, girl, it's plain to see you're the only one for me. And 4, repeat steps 1 through 3. 5, make you fall in love with me. Ever I believe my work is done, then I started back at 1. I started back at 1 because you are my dream come true. true. There's not another one like you. Oh, my work is never done. You know you got the keys to my heart. One, you're like a dream come true. Two, just wanna be with you. Three, girl, it's plain to see you're the only one for me. Yeah. Four, repeat steps 1, 2, 3. 5, make you fall in love with me. Ever I believe my work is done. When it's cold, I'll make you fall in love with me. Ever I believe my work is done, then I'll start it back at 1. I'll start it back at 1. Because you are my dream come true. There's not another one like you. Oh, my work is never done. I started back at 1. I've got sunshine on a cloud today. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Yeah. Well, I guess you'll say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, talking about my girl, Each day through my window, I watch as she passes by. I say to myself, yo, Biff, you're a lucky guy to have a girl like her. It's truly a dream come true. Out of all the fellas in the world, she belongs to me, yeah. But it was just my imagination once again, clinging on me, oh, running away. It was just my imagination running away with me. I've got so much honey, the bees envy me. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I've got a sweeter song than the birds in the trees. Well, I guess you'll say, what can make me feel this way? My girl, talking about my girl, ooh, hey, 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 ooh, I don't need no money, baby, fortune or fame. I've got all the riches, mama, one man can't claim. Well, I guess you'll say, can make me feel this way? My girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl. Yeah, sunshine on a cloudy day with my girl. I even have the month of May with my girl.